Hello beautifuls, welcome back to my Chanel. Oh my god, welcome to another episode of America's Next Top Scandal Girls. Oh my god, I'm not even prepared for today what we're going to be looking at. So can you actually believe that America's Next Top Model was not only involved in one race-swapping blackface scandal photoshoot, it was actually involved in two. I cannot believe that what Tyra Banks was even thinking about in this day and age. I'm literally spooked about the whole thing. I actually just filmed a whole intro about it, but I was so wound up my camera stopped recording and I didn't even notice. So here we go, sis. The first video that we're going to be watching today is from Cycle 4. It is Cycle 4 episode 5. Now, this actually debuted on TV back in March and May 2005. 2005. So we've got to go back today 16 years. And I do believe that 16 years ago, people still knew not to do blackface and not to do race swapping. Like, I just don't understand how this ever happened. I don't understand how Tyra Banks didn't once step in and think, this is a bad idea, like we shouldn't do this. But, you know, I guess potentially times are different now. I don't really think, though. I think it was bad then and it's still bad now. So, today's episode we're going to be watching is America's Next Top Model Season 4, Episode 5. Well, Cycle 4. And Cycle 4 seems a bit cursed because this is the same episode that Michelle, who was featured in the last America's Next Top Scandal Girls video that I did, actually was suffering from impetigo, but it was labelled as a flesh-eating bacteria. So it just seems that Cycle 4 is particularly cursed. So I'm going to pop in my Ohrhanger. I know it is in fact called a Kopfhörer, but you know, I prefer the word Ohrhanger. It makes no sense, but what does anything else I do ever make sense? What are you looking at me for sense? Don't know, girls. So, oh, somebody's loud motorcycle has arrived, of course. I can't remember watching this episode when it came out live. I don't really know what to expect. Okay.
Good morning. You guys all excited today? You got energy? Good. This week we've learned all about makeup and the power that it has to transform people. So today, you guys are all gonna have mustaches. What? Milk mustaches. We are doing this shoot for Got Milk, and you know Tyra's done the Got Milk campaign twice. So this is Geeta and this is Delaney. They're gonna be your photographic team. Now there's a twist. We are actually going to switch your ethnicities. The challenge here really is taking on the persona of that other ethnicity.
An ethnicity is not a persona, sis. You can't just reduce people's skin color to fashion. Oh, why is this so awkward to watch? Literally, I just can't believe I can't believe any of these girls being like, you know, this is an acceptable thing to do. I'm really surprised that not one of them felt like they could speak out. But to be honest, with everything else that we've seen on America's Next Top Model, I am absolutely not surprised that they have felt like they can't speak out and say, this is a bad idea and I don't actually want to be a part of it.
While in the photograph and owning it. Christina, you're gonna be an East Indian. Tiffany, you're gonna be Native American. Brittany, an African American woman. Kenya, Korean. Kaylin,
We're featuring you as a Hawaiian.
Michelle, an Eskimo woman. Naima's gonna be an Icelandic Scandinavian. Tatiana, a biracial woman.
Wow.
Yuvi, Swedish milkmaid.
Oh.
Wow.
Becca, really dark, tanned Italian Sicilian woman. And Noelle, we're making you into a traditionally African woman with a head wrap and everything.
Why? Why are you doing this? Why? You have a wonderful diverse cast to use already. Why don't you just say, we're going to be doing something amazing to do with traditional cultural heritage, potentially? Why was it all just like, why? Is it just for ratings? Like, I can't imagine any situation of being like, who came up with this idea in the meeting room, in the planning room, in the cycle planning room, and was like, marvellous, props to you, sis. Who came up with that? Because that person needs to have a stern look at themselves and get a little bit educated.
I'm half black, so being transformed into a proud African woman for me is definitely an exciting experience.
I cannot believe what we are watching. This is insanity. Absolutely insane. On a completely separate note, I do want to actually say that the makeup artist doing this in this shot is Sultan, which, if you don't know, is Raja, who won season 3 of RuPaul's Drag Race. I cannot imagine being employed as a makeup artist and being told, come on, girls, you're gonna make this person look like a different race or ethnicity, I would be like, I don't think.
So, of course, you know we can't always make it easy, right?
This is not easy.
You're gonna be posing with someone.
Oh no.
You want to meet who you're posing with?
Yes.
Come out here, Jared. Come here. This is Jared.
Why are you bringing a child into this absolute madness? Why are you doing this? How did you think this was okay in any way, shape, or form? How? How? Please tell me how, please.
Jared. Wave. All you girls are.
I'm sorry. 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 Oh, please let me just bloody get to that frame. Please. What? I have no words. I have no words. I have absolutely no words.
You girls are gonna have a little 3-year-old with you in your shot.
I'm excited because I love children. Obviously, I'm a mom, but it's just making it that much harder to be away from Damien.
I feel really bad for Michelle, that she's got splotches of her face just peeling off. I know that must be really hard, but at the same time, I would never want her to have her child in her arms.
I was worried.
Oh my god! That's Matthew Anderson, RuPaul's ex-makeup artist. All of these people are kind of complicit in this as well. I'm very confused, very conflicted, because I looked up to these people, but they've been involved in this.
I'm gonna talk to Jay about it.
Okay,
Make sure that
thank
it's like it's not gonna be an issue. Because I'm worried.
Does someone know voodoo in the house? Did you find any chicken bones laying around?
But she's bleeding up here now.
It could be leprosy.
These girls are under a lot of stress.
It looks
It could be leprosy.
It looks like it could be stress related, but I'm not a doctor.
So, weirdly enough, this video is going to take a turn if I follow Michelle's story, so I'm just going to skip ahead a little bit, but it is wonderful to know that she actually left the photo shoot and went to a doctor.
You ready, Kenya?
I sure am.
Oh.
He's
No.
It's not about
No.
comfort, it's about the look.
I hate that attitude so much. It's not about comfort. Poo-poo all your concerns. It's not about comfort, it's about the look. We're gonna make you uncomfortable, J. Manuel, by having all of these videos come out later in your career when you're trying to sell books and think, actually, you are part of the problem, aren't you?
To be made up as a white woman, it's a little mind-blowing. It just goes to show
You are
ultimately
right,
defined
sis.
by who you are, not by this outside.
I sort of hate the fact that the producers have clearly, like, forced this narrative to be like, they're actually really accepting of doing all of this. Like, listen to her talk about her wonderful heritage.
That makes it okay that we've changed it for this photo shoot, yes.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Stupid. Oh, what a hateful wig.
Yuvi let herself get a little distracted.
And what are
by
you
the
doing,
child.
photographers?
Close your mouth.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm just slipping.
You are slipping, huh? Mouth closed.
Gobsmacked,
Tiffany
sis.
and Noelle might have a
Gobsmacked.
small advantage just because they're used to holding a child on their arm. But I know that they're also having a really hard time seeing all these children around, and their children aren't there.
Are you excited to be playing with these kids?
Oh my god, I'm gonna start crying. I'm excited, but at the same time, it's gonna be a lot harder.
I'm sorry, madam. I can't have a wonderful, heartfelt moment with you whilst you're in blackface. I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Be quiet. Also, I know it's not her fault, essentially, because she should not have been exploited by being put in a situation like this in which she has to have this. But I also... I hate it. I hate everything about this. Susan is absolutely not going to have any of this.
Working with when I can't even be at home with my own son.
Oh, honey. Hold on, your daddy's right there, sweet pea. He's not leaving.
Look, that child is frightened.
Can we smile at the man with the pretty camera?
How did America's Next Top Model get away with this?
A black girl with a nose job, come on.
You're a Jackson.
I cannot believe you said that. I cannot believe you said that. I cannot believe you said that. I cannot believe that you have said that. I can't believe you said that. I can't. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Everyone involved in this show is complicit.
Got milk?
Oh, got milk? I got you, sweetie. I got you. You're not gonna go.
Couple more.
Brittany, best shoot to date.
So,
No, it's not the best shoot to date. Do you know why it's not the best shoot to date? Because it's incredibly incorrect, actually. Why are you doing this?
The kid was freaking heavy. Kids are not my thing.
Over this way.
Christina, regal, not cold.
Oh
You're
my
falling.
god.
I won't let you fall, I promise.
Oh my
that
god.
challenge was for us to be able to maintain a live prop.
There goes her veil.
Pulling on the back. And a heavy one at that.
I am
Basically, those
so
kids are healthy.
confused. Who?
We have to just be careful with the kids.
Oh, I understand.
So what we did is we got a little doll.
You need to bond with your child.
Oh my
Michelle
god.
is gonna have it easy with no weight on her baby.
Why are you doing this?
She can move around, she can feel free, and her whole body is relaxed, where the rest of us are tense with a
That's
40-pound
not the
child on her
problem,
hip.
sis.
Down a little bit and put your arm in a little
I'll
bit.
help you. It is gonna be uncomfortable. Just as a warning.
Oh my god, more of them.
And a little island girl smile, just with your eyes, you know?
Kaylin definitely struggled today because the child was very, very heavy.
I think that's about as much as I can watch of this, actually. I think that's about as much as I can watch of that shoot, because I'm fully gagged that anybody thought that this was an acceptable thing to do. So as I mentioned earlier, not only have America's Next Top Model done it once and not learned from their mistakes, they didn't learn from the backlash that they got, they didn't learn from any of the negative press they got from that, they did it again in Cycle 13. Now, Cycle 13 apparently is from September 2009. September 2009. Like, I was a fully aware, like, adult in 2009. I was actually an adult, like, I was working, and I was just getting ready to move to London, and I was just finishing college. So this next video we're going to be watching is America's Next Top Model Season 13, or Cycle 13, Episode 9, where the girls have gone to Hawaii, and, well, let's just watch, shall we? So I didn't actually watch Cycle 13 when it came out, so I don't actually know what we're going to expect here. I have, however, seen snippets of this particular shoot because, again, it's so problematic. I think if you've been active on Twitter or active on Tumblr or even active anywhere where they discuss these sorts of things, it's very difficult to not see the problem with it.
Good morning. How you doing? Did we survive our little surfing adventure yesterday?
Yeah.
Yes, Laura's like, almost. Oh, child, you're a little burnt. But I hope you guys came ready to impress your photographer today. Someone you kind of worked with before. Miss Tyra Banks.
Hi guys.
Sorry, when was Tyra Banks a photographer? A professional photographer? Also, isn't it funny how nobody else would ever touch this? No professional photographer would touch this now, doing this whole, like, race-swapping situation. No professional working photographer would touch it because they would get blacklisted. Isn't it funny how she has to be her own photographer for this challenge? Does that not tell you? Like, just don't do it, sis. What are you doing?
Excited, I'm gonna be photographing you guys for the second time. Now, this is the first time that I've ever done this in Top Model history. And it's because you guys inspire me. You're absolutely beautiful.
Well, you know what? You guys are standing in the...
It's the reason why I'm shooting you twice in a season is because you really inspire me and you're so beautiful. So do you know what we're gonna do?
Erase that completely.
I don't think that that's quite correct, Tyra, and I'm very interested if you want to tune into my next video in which we will be watching Tyra speaks out about all of this disgraceful activity. I'm very interested to know what she has to say for herself.
Middle of one of the many sugarcane fields as she sits and gnaws on sugarcane here in Hawaii. Once the Hawaiians started growing sugarcane commercially, they realized they needed a larger workforce. So as a result, people from all over the world in different countries immigrated here to get jobs.
So what happens when men and women from different places come together?
You get?
Babies! Lots of babies that are from different cultures. A mix.
And it's called what?
Hapa. Hapa means half in Hawaiian. Do you guys know the most famous hapa in the world? President Barack Obama!
Yeah! That's right. And you know what? For today's photo shoot, you girls are going to undergo a transformation and actually have to portray two very different, distinct races.
Laura, you're gonna be...
No, we don't. Do you know what we could do? We could not do any of that and we could have a lovely photo shoot in the Reeds. Wouldn't that be lovely? A lovely nature-inspired photo shoot to do with Hawaii itself, appreciating the natural landscape. We don't have to do any of that mixing nonsense. No, no, no. None of that. None of this. None of that. Don't involve everybody involved. Stop. We couldn't have done... Ugh! Unacceptable. They could have done literally anything else on the entire planet.
Mexican and Greek.
I'm Greek and Mexican, which are totally different.
How freaking cool is that?
Aaron.
Not very.
You're going to be Tibetan, like the Dalai Lama.
I don't know anything about Tibet. I have very vague knowledge of Tibet, except that it needs to be freed.
And Egyptian. Egyptian. Oh. Sunday, you're going to be Moroccan and Russian. Oh. Brittany, you are going to be Native American and East Indian. Oh. Jennifer, you're going to be Botswanan and Polynesian. Oh my God.
No.
Last but not least,
No, you don't have to do any of this. No.
Nicole, you are going to be Malagasy and Japanese. Like Malagasy.
Also, have you heard all the music changes that they've been doing through this whole process? Now they're just literally like, because she said the word Japanese, they're playing like traditional Japanese folk music. Like, I just can't get over the levels of like, not anyone said maybe we shouldn't air this, or maybe we shouldn't make this, or maybe we shouldn't even think of this, or maybe somebody, the first person to suggest it, should have been shot down as an idea. How did it fail to make the editorial cut at several different points throughout the development of this show? How did not anyone say, probably not?
Malagasy people are from Madagascar. Oh! So are we ready to get started? In a lot of hair and makeup.
Sorry, it's a little hot.
Oh, wow. That's your Moroccan dress. Inspired by Moroccan dress. Every outfit.
Can I just say that she looks quite uncomfortable? This model here looks quite uncomfortable.
Not necessarily what people of that culture are wearing now. Nicole is Malagasy and Japanese. It might not even be a necessary exact of what they've worn even in the past. It's a fashion interpretation of it.
And that makes it worse! That makes it worse, Tyra. Why are you trying to, like, justify all this by saying it's nothing to do with the actual culture or what they were actually wearing? It's just a fashionable interpretation. You could have done literally anything else in the world. Why did you pick this? You know why you picked it. You picked it because it would get ratings and it would be dramatic and you get to somehow be like, I don't even know. I don't even know what she's trying to, like, get at. Like, is she trying to say, like, that this happens all the time in the fashion industry? Because I don't think that it does. I don't think.
Can't believe my face got so burned.
I'm definitely worried about my photo shoot because I literally feel like my flesh could just fall off right now. But I
don't need
know
any more
if
of
I
that.
just keep trying, that it's something I can overcome.
Kentucky tough. We're definitely gonna have to do a little bit of cutting.
Hair and makeup is definitely a long process today.
Just make sure she's evenly coated and there's no spots.
All of us girls have to be painted and plastered with different colors. I mean, it's gonna suck to have to scrub it off later.
Are you ready for your hair?
No, I'm sorry, this is unacceptable. Unacceptable. If you want to do photo shoots like this and appreciate cultural heritage, you literally you were the biggest modeling platform for reality TV in the world. If you wanted to celebrate culture, why didn't you just use the people that are from that culture? Why didn't you give jobs and opportunities to people of that culture instead of ridiculing it for fashion? Why? Why?
Tyra, she was a challenge winner.
Yeah?
She got up on the surfboard and she turned it out. That's the pose you need to bring to this shot.
Okay, let's just start. No more smiles, no more squint. Chin up, chin up, chin up, chin up. A little less posy.
No self-respecting photographer would have ever worked on this.
I'm always gonna be intimidated by Tyra.
A little bit more alive, Aaron.
It's just like that overthinking thing. It kind of fraps.
There we go. There we go. She just said, I'm always going to be intimidated by Tyra. So basically, any of the girls in this situation, imagine if they did have reservations about it and they came forward and was like, I don't want to do blackface for this show, this TV show. Imagine Tyra being like,
but it's just a fashion interpretation.
But then in other episodes, we've seen her literally say,
if you have a problem, you should speak up to me.
No, absolutely not.
Puzzles my mind.
This is not the Aaron that I know. It's too posy. It's too like how you're doing a jeans campaign or you're doing long.
I wonder why she might be uncomfortable. I wonder why. Why do you think, Tyra, that she might be uncomfortable?
Too commercial. Eyes to me.
Got that? Aaron, feel that spirituality, the Tibetan culture. It's all about ritual.
Can we change her hat?
It just sucks that
Feel that Tibetan culture. It's all about ritual. Stop.
I didn't spend my time learning more about Tibet because it probably would have come in handy now.
Think about Egypt, the people, and what they've been through. Aaron was lost.
Think about Egypt and the people and what they've been through whilst you're modelling in Hawaii for Tyra Banks. Whilst you're race swapped. The levels of insanity is astronomical. It's almost like I feel like I should like burst out laughing about it because it's just insane.
Chin up, chin up, chin up.
I definitely don't know nothing about Greek people, so hopefully I can pull it off.
We got the same color eyes now, Tyra.
Do we? Do you have hazel? Instead of blue? Ready? Nice, Laura.
Did that not make her feel uncomfortable? That should have made Tyra feel uncomfortable to be like in that situation. Does Tyra Banks have a soul? Like, how can you do all of these things and feel no remorse? It's so weird.
Mexican and Grecian. And in the beginning of her shot, the styling just kind of looked too like on the nose. It didn't have a fashion interpretation.
Can you do it back to front? Oh, that looks chicer now.
That's kind of cool.
Now I'm gonna try something else.
Okay, I like it.
Put your hat back to front. Oh, that looks chicer now. Suddenly, she's haute couture. She's Christian Dior. This show. Who is this show appealing to? It's got to be like a really young female audience. And it's just leading them down the wrong path.
There you go. Nice. Love it. Close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes. I want you to relax and open them. Nice. Hold it. Hold it.
Also, I'm getting a bit sick of seeing this like white flash and then hearing the same camera shutter noise going over and over and over. Like the America's Next Top Model editing team bought that like royalty-free sound pack and they are using it, sis. They are using it to its maximum potential.
Today.
This is so nuts.
Oh
The
my
transformation
god.
is frightening. My skin's really dark, and I've always wondered what I look like as a different race. In the end, it all came together, and I feel like I really looked exotic. Hey.
We can almost do it this way, just to show you guys.
Oh, yeah.
And then seeing that is great. Now, I like your shapes. Nigel doesn't, but I do, so I want to see the famous Nicole shapes that you do. Work it out. Hold it. Nice. Beautiful. Chin up. I don't even know who this girl is. Who is this girl? Oh, shoot. I don't even recognize her. And we're going to put the thing on her neck. Beautiful, beautiful.
Oh my
Keep the neck
god.
long. 5. More win.
Why are you doing this?
Nicole actually rocked my world.
She what? She
turned it.
Hold it. Don't you dare move. Nice. Love it.
I don't think, I don't.
Who is that supposed to be? Jennifer, come on over here, girl. Look at you.
Oh my
You have a
god.
lot of makeup on, so I really need you to push through.
Now that it's only 6 girls, there's definitely a lot more
push through
pressure
this
to get out like a lot
insanity.
of good photos.
Need you to make more shapes with your body? Jennifer was a mess. I was uninspired. I was actually panicking. Can we try the thing on her head like this? Jennifer, you can do so much better than this. It's not-
Imagine having the audacity to say that she's a mess when you literally have orchestrated this entire thing. No wonder why she's probably feeling incredibly uncomfortable.
You know, in Botswana, that music is heard everywhere you go. Just bringing in a little bit of that beat, it'll register on your face.
Botswana.
What if she's never, not only, like, what if she's never been to Botswana? You can't just, like, imprint cultural heritage onto people with a bit of makeup and then be like, boom.
Polynesia.
Drum beat.
Beautiful. Love it.
What's,
Nice.
I mean-
There she is. There's the girl that's in the top 6. Hear the music. Oh, hold it. Okay, a little bit more that way. Nice. Okay, we got it. She finally came alive.
I was really excited to be Native American and East Indian because I recalled from like history classes of old portraits I've seen, and I knew I wanted to be very poised.
Oh no. Oh no, sis. No.
It's an eagle. It's flying. It's flying.
No.
Eagle's not there. Eagle's up here. Eagles fly. Eagles soar. Up, up.
Yes.
Nice. Hold it. Yes. Yes.
I think you actually perfectly embody Native American and Indian. Now pick up the energy, make it really high fashion.
Little 2 catalogs. Break it up a little more.
No, I don't think.
A little
No,
more.
I don't think.
I need
No, I
straight.
don't
You're a
think.
little too straight.
I really need to relax more, and I really need to show the younger Brittany that exists under this very composed mathematician.
Oh, Sunday, you look so pretty. Go on that sugar cane and sit on that mound. Okay, nice. Gorgeous. Any way to get wet?
It's so stereotypical. Everything they're doing in this entire thing is so stereotypical. It's like, oh, this person is Russian. Let's put a Cossack on their head. Reductive. This whole thing is reductive, offensive, And in a way, a form of violence, because it reduces people's lived experiences to fashion. I cannot watch anymore. That is absolutely more than enough of this utter obscenity. More than enough, sis, more than enough. And with that, I'm going to push my laptop away and exit that episode because I just can't believe. I cannot believe the level of insanity that we have witnessed here today, my loves. How did this happen? How did this happen? How did this happen? As I mentioned earlier, how did we get from A to B? Nobody said, oh, this is a huge problem. This is going to have a backlash. This is not correct. We shouldn't do it. How come nobody thought about that? I'm fully shocked, my lovely, so I'm going to take out my earrings about that. Absolutely not. The thing with America's Next Top Model is that it's very much encapsulated of its time. I personally really think it's one of those things that's like should be left in the noughties and not brought back. Like, don't sell it to Hey You, don't sell it to Netflix, don't sell it to anyone. It needs to stay in the past. And most of the time in my little series here on YouTube, we've been looking at like less serious things, and this is shocking, really shocking. So I feel like I've made my feelings perfectly clear, and that's all I'm really going to say on this topic because I'm a bit shocked. Today's Instagram shout out goes to FitFreak556. Thank you so much for following me over on Instagram, you stunning woman on the go. If you want to be in with a chance of being featured in my next video's Instagram shout out, make sure you follow me over on Instagram. Once again, I want to say a massive thank you to my Patreons. You can see yourselves all on the screen right here, my lovelies. And once again, I want to say a massive thank you and a huge shout out to my top tier Patreons and channel members. Stephanie Nietupski, Morrigan Wolf, Erin Conkle, Stephutek, Caitlin Wright, Megan Holly, Dana Broderick, and Moldy Apple. Thank you so much for your continued support, my lovelies. It is helping this channel thrive. And with that, my lovelies, I will never be making another video like that ever again. So, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Oh my God. What?